Here we have a pre-owned 2018 Buick Encore. This one comes in the Sport Touring trim level and we get front wheel drive. This is the beautiful black cherry metallic paint. And then we have ebony, leatherette, and upscale cloth interior. And our powertrain consists of a 1.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And as we come around to the front end here, we do have our LED daytime running lights, and we have our halogen headlamps and fog lights. And only a few rock chips on the front here, nothing crazy, so I'm impressed with how this has held up over the years. And then going over here, we have 18-inch aluminum wheels, where we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And then we have our power mirror controls here, pick a side and adjust, set them off there, and then right side. And we have one-touch automatic up and down for the driver's side window, and then express down, regular power roll up for the other 3. Rear window lock there, power door lock controls here, storage, bottle holder, and then we also have a premium Bose sound system. Headlamp control is going to be right here, fog lights, gauge cluster brightness, storage. We can use this to pop the hood. And then we have a manual tilt telescope steering wheel. And there we have our 6-way power driver seat with manual recline. And then that's how we use our power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3", so let's see if we can fit in this back seat. So for this to be as small as it is, I'm actually impressed with the legroom back here. I have about, well, I guess the roof starts to cave back out, so I have a couple inches of headroom here. And then the seat's what's really the problem, because I'm so wide. The seat's not extremely wide back here, but it'll do if you only have 2 passengers back here, of my size at least. There's a 120-volt 3-prong household plug in there, which I always love having that in a vehicle. And then cup holders or an armrest, depending on how you want to use it. And then grab handle here. We can hang 1 or 2 skinny hangers on there, maybe 1 full size on that hook there. And then another cool feature is the driver's side armrest here. Let's make our way towards the back. Now the taillights are going to be LED as well. At least when the lights are on. The brake lights and all, I'm not sure. I think those are, but the turn signals are incandescent. But underneath here we have our spare tire, jack and all that as well. And then pretty good storage size for, again, a smaller SUV. And I love how they gave you a pocket over here to put items that you don't want to roll around, but you still want to be back here. There's the exhaust there. It's like cackling a little bit. Might be because this hasn't been started in a minute. But we do have capless fuel filler there. And as we come around to this rear passenger side, we can fold the seats flat by pulling this and having them fold down. And when the seat's up far enough, they will fold flat. And then you can just snap it back into place pretty easily. But actually, I'm gonna show you what's super cool here. Now, this is a manual seat, right? But pull this here, bear with me. Fold that flat, which allows you to fold this flat, and then you can run longer objects through to the front. Now you will have to move this headrest, but it'll pretty much fold flat for the most part. But love that feature. When they get it back up. Ooh. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now and fix it before I start the test drive, because I only have one hand. But glove compartment's pretty good size. Owner's manual still in this one. And then it's nice to be able to compare with the window sticker. But huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this one today. I'll leave a link below in the description of this one. But this one was kept in pretty good shape. And I love how it's optioned out with the safety package, the infotainment, with the nav and the Bose system and the power moonroof. Only stickered at $29,830. And the black cherry metallic is worth every penny of that $395. But now let's go ahead and look under the hood. And there's that 1.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Packed in there ever so nicely. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Gonna cut the fan speed down a little bit. Love the leather wrap steering wheel. It seems to have held up over the 82,000 and some change miles that are on it. So that's impressive. Now for radio, we do get AM, FM, and XM. And then we can mute there, and then you can hold the power button to power down the whole system. Bluetooth is here. You can find an iPhone you already have, or pair a device, it walks you right through it, pretty easy. You have the option to use XM weather, as well as wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. And then our navigation system is here. Pretty easy to use. Type in a destination based on points of interest. If you want to find an intersection, recent, or an address, you can type that in as you see fit. And we do have XM traffic here. You can download certain apps. You can pull up your Wall Street Journal, all of that here, if you have subscriptions to all that. Now to change your language, go in here. You have French, English, or Spanish. You have a valet mode. You can set your time and date, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that. And then backup camera guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, this is also an additional option, getting this dual zone automatic climate control. So you can adjust temperature on either side there, and then your auto is actually right there. And then to turn that off, you adjust the fan speed. And you can choose fan direction there, AC, vents, all that. Hazards are right there, traction controls right there. And then you have an aux input, 2 USB-A ports where you run that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto back in there, and then a 12 volt here. And then you can stow all that away. And for the shifter, pull the lever, reverse, neutral, drive, and then manual mode, and you can manually shift here. Then the emergency brakes there, 2 cup holders, storage, you can stow that. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. And then for this sunroof, you can one-touch tilt or slide it. And I love that it goes back all the way. That's pretty impressive. And then over here, dome lights and such, OnStar. And then we have our cruise controls here. You could turn that on and off, adjust speed, cancel. Bluetooth controls. This also serves as the mute button, and then we can go through our track list, radio station presets here, and change the sources there. And then we have the volume controls here. Now for the gauge cluster, we can change the sub menus by hitting this button. And then, well, I'll show you. If you go into the options menu here, you can change your units, hit the wrong button, from US to metric if you want to, for those of you who are looking for that info. And then we can change the info pages, all of that. And then we can even pull up the navigation there. But mostly this is what you're gonna want to see: tire pressure, fuel economy, speed, and then your trip meters are there as well. And then we can set or clear using that button. And then for the windshield wiper controls, one time you have intermittent, low, high, and then you can adjust your intermittent here. And you have, what is it? Off or on, off in the middle, intermittent in the back. That's kind of hard to use. And then pull back for rear wiper fluid, push up for front wiper fluid. And then we have our push button start here. And finally, we have our key fob with remote start. But next, it's time to go ahead and take this 1.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder Buick Encore Sport Touring out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Encore, I think I forgot to mention the blind spot monitors that come on this one as part of the safety package. So throughout the video, you'll probably see those come on and off. But another great reason to get a vehicle spec'd out like this, having the navigation, the sunroof, and then just having that safety package, I'm impressed with how this was spec'd out. I feel like this was built for somebody. Now, this is a 1.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, so it's not necessarily quick, but I'm gonna test out, first of all, how the turbo has held up over the years, but also just how this performs in the manual mode altogether. I like that the downshifts are actually pretty quick. So again, not overly fast, but it gets the job done. It's kind of fun, actually. And the manual mode stays with you, so I'm impressed by that. Give myself a bit of space. And let's gas it. So not bad. Now overall, the ride quality is pretty good, and you would expect that from a Buick. And this one just needs a little bit of an alignment, but for the most part, just an impressive car to be so small, let me say that. I do wish they would have put a better, I don't want to say a better, but a more powerful engine in here. I'm curious to see how this would have done with a 2-liter turbo 4. That would have been something. But I mean, for the most part, I love how this brakes. It's one of the smoothest brake pedals I've experienced. I almost can't feel it. And like I said, that's with 82,000 miles, but it still stops like it's supposed to. Now, I'll try to leave a price for this one in the description below. But maybe it's around 22. It might be a little less than 22,000. But honestly, for the gas mileage you get, and especially if you're, let's say, an older person on a fixed income, or you want something that's easy to get in and out of, this is a great option for you, specifically if you don't need something that's quick. Even though this is turbocharged, it's not necessarily fast. But again, it gets the job done if you're in the market for one of these. But all in all, if you want something that gets, again, good gas mileage, you have a lot of features here. Bluetooth audio, the wired CarPlay, Android Auto, the navigation system, having the additional moonroof, the dual zone climate controls. Can't go wrong with something like this. Again, if you're needing a first car, you're going to college, because you still have that rear hatch space to put all your gear, or backpacks, or whatever. But then it's still a relatively small vehicle, so it's easy to drive, easy to park. And the Bose sound system is spectacular. Pretty much every GM vehicle I get with the Bose system is pretty good. We'll give it one more pull here. So not bad, not bad. Now, one thing I can say is the ride is great. And you wouldn't expect that from this to be one of Buick's cheapest available models around 2018, but it rides like a Buick. And I mean, you want something that rides like that if you have a reputation like Buick to having cars that just ride good. It's always have, always will. So this is one of those. But all in all, again, if you're looking for something cheap, the price point's relatively inexpensive, even used in this crazy used car market. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2018 Buick Encore Sport Touring.